ሰላም ተማሪዎች እንደምን አላችሁ? ዛሬ የግራፍ ኦፍ ራሽናል ፈንክሽን የሚለውን ጥያቄ ለ11ኛ ክፍል እንዲሁም ለ12ኛ ክፍልም 10ኛ ክፍልም ላላችሁ ተማሪዎች የሚያገለግለውን ይዤላችሁ መጥቻለሁ። It also helpful for freshman students. It says sketch the graph of f of x is equals x squared plus x minus 2 over x squared minus 1. ይህንን sketch ለማድረግ we need what? Different cases. መጀመሪያ you will try to restrict your domain, and if it is possible you will try to factorize the numerator. You will try to find what? Numerator and denominator common factor ካላችሁ you will try to find that one. This means what? This is equals f of x is equals to x squared plus x minus 2 means we can factorize this one. X squared plus this is 2x minus x minus 2 divided by the denominator x minus 1 times x plus 1 unit. From this the numerator what is common for the first two terms, x is common, x into x plus 2, and from the last these two terms minus 1 is common, so it becomes x plus 2. This is divided by x minus 1 times is x plus 1. So from this what this is equals to x plus 2 times here is x minus 1 divided by this is equals to x minus 1 times x plus 1 ይሆናል ማለት we can factorize like this. And of that from the numerator and denominator x minus 1 is common factor ስለሆነ we cancel this by this one. What remains, which is equals x plus 2 divided by x plus 1 when x is different from what? Different from 1. We can say that. From this we can restrict that this is the domain of this function all real number except 1 and negative 1, or we can say this is domain of this f is equals to all real number except what? The zeros of the denominator. We say this is except plus or minus 1. We can say after that we'll try to find what? Intercepts, x and y intercepts. Sketch የምናደርገው after simplification. So the intercept is x and y intercepts. You are familiar. This implies that the x-intercept means make y is equal to 0. When y is equal to 0, this means x plus 2. This means x plus 2 over x plus 1 is equals to 0. Which implies we show that x is equals to negative x negative 2. Or we can express as a forms negative 2 comma 0. This means y is 0. Similarly, what about y-intercept? In case of y-intercept, that means make x 0. When x is 0, it becomes y is equals to, this is equals 0 plus 2 divided by 0 plus 1. What the result? The result is equals to, which is this implies, or we can say that when x is 0, the value phi is that is 2. So we obtain the x and y intercepts here. Similarly, after obtaining the x and y intercepts, let's try to find the other one, that is vertical asymptote or horizontal asymptote. Vertical asymptote means the value when x is equals to the denominator becomes 0. That means x plus 1 is equal to 0. That means x is equals negative 1 is its vertical asymptote. At the same time, what about the horizontal asymptote? In case of horizontal asymptote, we say that if the degree of the numerator and degree of denominator are the same, take the quotient of the leading coefficients. That means the leading coefficient for numerator, that is 1, for the denominator 1, so the horizontal asymptote is y is equals to 1. After that, you can use sign chart. We obtain horizontal asymptote, vertical asymptote, and intercepts, and then finally we can apply sign charts for the given problem. Sign charts. What for? That means our f of x is equals to x plus 2 over x plus 1. Take the zeros. Here how? That means negative 2, the 0 for this one, and negative 1, the other 0 for the denominator. From this, we take this x plus 2. That means this is our f of x. F of x is equals to this one. At x is equal negative 2, the value for this one is 0. At the left of negative 2, it is negative. At the right, it is positive. Similarly, when you consider x plus 1, it is what? 0 at negative 1. At the left, it is negative. It is negative. But at the right side, it is positive. So, what says the function f of x is that x plus 2 over x plus 1. This means, what for? This is x plus 2 divided by x plus 1. We have to operate this, which is equals negative divided by negative. For the left of negative 2, it is what? Positive. This becomes negative. I'll take the next one, that means at -1, the right of -2 it is positive, divided by this 0, it is doesn't exist or doesn't exist. At the right of -1 it is plus, so what we take, positive divided by positive, it is positive. And the other thing that we consider at -1 is we say that x is different from 1. So at 1 we have what? When substitute 1, what is the result? This is f of 1 is equals to 1 plus, that is 2 divided by 1 plus 1, which is equals 3 over 2. So at 1 and 3 over 2, at this coordinate, it has what? Whole. Since doesn't include what? The value doesn't include the value x is equals to 1. Since we have a common factor x minus 1 in both numerator denominator, we cancel it. Cancel ስላደረግን ነው ምን ይሆናል ማለት whole ይሆናል ማለት in this case. So we will come to what? Our graph. So using the above informations, this is y coordinate, this is x, we can sketch the graph. In this case, what we have, the vertical asymptote here we have is that is -1. Let us consider here is -1 is equal to that vertical asymptote. That means it doesn't touch our vertical asymptote. The graph doesn't touch. The other one, the horizontal asymptote is y is equals to 1. Let's see here is, let it be, this is 1. This is the horizontal asymptote, y is equals to 1. After that, at 1 means here is, let's take here is 1. And at this point, when x is 1, the value of y is 3 over 2. 3 over 2 means what? Let's take this is 2. 3 over 2 somewhere between 1 and 2. So at this point, let's take some points here. What? Take their intersection. So at this point, it becomes what? Whole. This is whole. Then after this you will try to apply what? The system that over there. x-intercept እና y-intercept አግኝተናል. x-intercept means x-intercept ምን ይሆናል ብለናል? y is 0 ሲሆን ስለነበረ that means x is equals -2. It is -2. At -2, the value of y that is 0. At the left of -2, the value, that means the function is what? That is positive, means it is above what? Above x-axis ነው ማለት ነው። ፈንክሽናችን f of x positive የሚያሳየው ምን ማለት ነው? above x-axis ነው ማለት ነው። So it becomes like this. It is positive, looks like this. By -2 ላይ at -2 ላይ 0 ይላል። Yes, we take what? 0. Between -2 and -1 it is negative means below x-axis ነው ማለት ነው። ከx-axis በታች ነው ማለት ነው። ለምን? Negative means what? It is negative values. The value of f is below x-axis. When it comes to the other one, in case of y-intercept, we say that when x is 0, the value of y that is what? 2. x0. At the right side of -1, it is positive. It says it is positive means what? The graph approaches the asymptote looks like this one, and come to here, it make whole at 1, and it continues in this way. The graph looks like this one. This is the graph of our function, rational function f of x is equals to x squared plus x minus 2 over x squared minus 1. ይህን ይመስላል ማለት ነው። looks like the graph በዚህ አይነት መንገድ ግራፉን ማሳየት እንችላለን ማለት ነው። The main thing that we consider is that first you will try to simplify if the numerator and denominator have common factor. የጋራ ፋክተር ካላቸው ኑሜተራችንና ዲኖሚኔተራችንን ፋክተራይዝ ካደረግን በኋላ we cancel that common factor different from that እንላለን ማለት ነው። x minus 1 የጋራ common factorአቸው ስለሆነ x minus 1 በx minus 1 cancel ስናደርግ what means x plus 2 over x plus 1 ይቀራል። ይሄን ከቀረን በኋላ simplify ያደረግነውን ምን እናደርጋለን? vertical asymptote እንፈልጋለን፣ horizontal asymptote እንፈልጋለን, and the x and y interceptንም at the same time እንፈልጋለን። እነዚህን ካገኘን በኋላ we can apply sign chart በመስራት በleft side right side between the two points that have ምን አይነት property እንዳለው ግራፋችን observe ስናደርግ if it is positive ሆነ ማለት positive የሚያሳየው ምን ማለት ነው? above x axis መሆኑን ያሳያል። 0 ሲሆን it is 0 at 0 point ላይ y-ችን 0 ይሆናል ማለት። Similarly negative value ከሆነ negative value የሚያሳየው the graph is below x axis መሆኑን ወይም ደግሞ negative value እንዳለው እናያለን። And the graph scale ስናደርግ it lies what between the asymptotes መካከል ወደ asymptotes approach እያደረገ it looks like this one. እነዚህን ይመስላል ማለት ወደ asymptotes approach ያደርጋል, and the graph has such properties. To sketch the graph of rational function ይህንን አይነት ፎርሞች rational expression ወይ function apply ስናደርግ ወይም ደግሞ ሲያጋጥመን ምንድነው የምናደርገው? የመጀመሪያው case ምንድነው? simplify ማድረግ. If they have common factor ካላቸው first we simplify them. We cancel the common factors by restricting its domain restrict በማድረግ common factor ካላቸው we can simplify them እናደርጋለን. After that you try to find what? intercepts እንፈልጋለን. When say that intercepts, the intercept may be x-intercept or it may be what? y-intercepts. That's why we try to identify asymptotes. Asymptotes in the minora, that is vertical asymptote as well as horizontal asymptote. In case of vertical asymptote means the zeros of the denominator after simplification. Simplify ካደረግን በኋላ የምናገኘው denominatorችን 0 የሚያደርጉት value we call that vertical asymptote. That means x is equals to something. In case of horizontal asymptote we have different cases. If the numerator and denominator አንድ አይነት ዲግሪ ካላቸው ተመሳሳይ ዲግሪ ካላቸው the horizontal asymptote is equals to y is equals to the quotient of the leading coefficient ይሆናል። ለምሳሌ እዚህ ጋር ይሄን ሲምፕሊፋይ ካደረግን በኋላ የምናገኘው ቫልዩ ምን ብለናል? this is what x plus 2 over x plus 1 ነው ብለናል። so the degree for numerator that is 1 ነው, degree for denominator 1 ነው። ስለዚህ 1 divided by 1 it is y is equals to 1 horizontal asymptote ይሆናል። Similarly, if I have such problem, this is 3x square plus 1 divided by 2x square minus 3, for instance. If I have this, you see, we don't have any common factor for numerator and denominator. Instead, we can find the horizontal asymptote for this one by dividing what? The leading coefficient of both numerator and denominator. So, this is leading coefficient numerator 1 3 ነው, denominator 2 ነው. ስለዚህ horizontal asymptote ብንባል which is equal 3 divided by 2 ይሆናል. This means 3 over 2. The other case, in case of horizontal asymptote, if the numerator is degree of numerator greater than denominator ከሆነ in that case we have oblique ይኖራል. oblique asymptote ነው እንጂ የኛውን asymptote ማግኘት አንችልም ማለት ነው. when degree of numerator is greater than degree of denominator ሲሆን ማለት ነው. The other one, if the degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator ከሆነ the horizontal asymptote is equals y is equals to 0 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። y 0 ይሆናል። መቼ የኑሜሬተራችን ዲግሪ ከዲኖሚኔተሩ የሚያንስ ከሆነ y is equals 0 horizontal asymptote ይሆናል። ነገር ግን degree of numerator ከdegree of denominator ከበለጠ oblique asymptote ይኖርናል። y is equals something ይሆናል ማለት ነው። y is equals something ax plus b form ሊሆን ይችላል or other forms. so በዚህ አይነት መንገድ asymptoteን determine ማድረግ እንችላለን። The next one, you'll try to make whole for what? Whole for the case of common factor. Common factor ላይ አገኘን ምን ይሆናል? It has whole ይሆናል። That means it doesn't include that point. Graph doesn't include that point እንላለን። And next one, this means if you want, this is you have to apply sign chart. Why we apply sign chart? This sign chart used to what? Find the properties of the graph. የግራፋችን property ምን አይነት property ያለው in which case it is above x-axis or below x-axis or something like that. ሌሎችንም እንትኖች የግራፋችን property ወይም ባህሪ ያሳየናል ማለት ነው። so use sign chart. After we collect all these properties, we can sketch the graph of our function. Let us see the graph looks like this. Consider እነዚህን ያየናቸውን ኢንተርሰፕቱንም vertical asymptoteንም ወይም horizontal asymptoteንም whole-ንም as well as the sign chart በመጠቀም ግራፋችንን እንደዚህ ድሮ ማድረግ እንችላለን። ስለዚህ በዚህ አይነት መንገድ ሌሎችንም ፕሮብሌሞች ሶልቭ ወይም ደግሞ ስኬች ማድረግ ትችላላችሁ። ሌሎች ራሽናል ፈንክሽን ግራፎችን ሌሎችም ጥያቄዎችና እንዲሰራላችሁ የምትፈልጓቸው ፕሮብሌሞች ካሉ ኮሜንት ላይ አስቀምጡልን። ያንን ሰርተን እናቀርባለን። ቻናሉን ሼር፣ ላይክ፣ ሰብስክራይብ ማድረጋችሁን አትርሱ። ባይ ባይ።